Daily Dose of English presents Daily English Idioms. Part 31.
Hit/strike pay dirt. Meaning: to find or achieve something important or valuable. Examples: he finally hit pay dirt after searching for months. She struck pay dirt when she found the perfect job. They hit pay dirt when they found the missing documents. Do somebody's dirty work. Meaning: to do a task that is unpleasant, difficult, or morally wrong. Examples: he always ends up doing the dirty work. She had to do her boss's dirty work. They had to do someone else's dirty work. Blow up in your face. Meaning: to fail or backfire in a particularly dramatic or embarrassing way. Examples: his plan blew up in his face and he had to apologize. Her scheme blew up in her face and she had to start over. His attempt blew up in his face, it was embarrassing. Explore all avenues. Meaning: to consider all possible options or solutions. Examples: we need to explore all avenues before making a decision. He explored all avenues before settling on a solution. She explored all avenues before committing to a plan. Once bitten, twice shy. Meaning: to be cautious after experiencing a bad situation in the past. Examples: after being scammed, he was once bitten, twice shy. She was once bitten, twice shy after her bad relationship. I'm once bitten, twice shy when it comes to investing. As thick as thieves. Meaning: to be very close, almost like family. Examples: they've been thick as thieves since they met. We're thick as thieves, I can tell her anything. She's been thick as thieves with her new friends. Clear the air. Meaning: to resolve an issue or tension in order to start fresh. Examples: we need to clear the air before we can move forward. He was able to clear the air and get back to work. She was able to clear the air and restore the relationship. What's done is done. Meaning: an expression used to accept a situation and move on, instead of dwelling in the past. Examples: what's done is done, we can't go back and change it. I know it was a mistake, but what's done is done. We can't undo what's done, we just have to accept it and move on. In full swing. Meaning: to be in the middle of something, typically a process or activity. Examples: the project is in full swing, we should have it completed soon. The event is in full swing, everyone's having a great time. The party is in full swing, we should join them. Hair of the dog. Meaning: an alcoholic drink taken to relieve the symptoms of a hangover. Examples: he had a hair of the dog to cure his hangover. She had a hair of the dog to help her feel better. I had a hair of the dog to ease my headache. Stuck in a time warp. Meaning: to be stuck in the past, either literally or figuratively. Examples: she's stuck in a time warp, she still dresses like it's the 90s. He's stuck in a time warp. He can't accept that times have changed. We're stuck in a time warp. We can't seem to move forward. Creature comforts. Meaning: the basic things that make life comfortable, such as food and shelter. Examples: he was grateful for the creature comforts he had. She was thankful for the creature comforts she had. We were grateful for the creature comforts we had. All skin and bone. Meaning: very thin or emaciated. Examples: he was all skin and bone. He had been sick for a while. She was all skin and bone. She hadn't been eating enough. They were all skin and bone. They needed to gain some weight. Be my guest. Meaning: an expression to offer something to someone, suggesting that the person can take whatever they want without any objections. Examples: do you want another piece of cake? Be my guest. I'm sure you can borrow my car for the weekend. Be my guest. Help yourself to the snacks. Be my guest. Dog eat dog. Meaning: a phrase used to describe a situation in which people are competing with each other in a ruthless and aggressive manner. Examples: it's a dog eat dog world out there, so you have to be prepared to fight for what you want. The job market has become so competitive that it's a dog eat dog situation. The business world is so cutthroat, it's a dog eat dog atmosphere. Drop in the ocean. Meaning: something that is insignificant or inconsequential when compared to the larger problem. Examples: my donation to the charity was just a drop in the ocean compared to what they needed. One person's vote won't make a difference, it's just a drop in the ocean. My efforts to save the environment were just a drop in the ocean compared to what is needed. Jump the lights. Meaning: to ignore a traffic signal, usually by driving through a red light. Examples: I was in a hurry, so I decided to jump the lights. Be careful when you're driving, don't jump the lights. I can't believe he just jumped the lights, what a reckless driver. In a rut. Meaning: to be stuck in a situation with no change or progress. Examples: I feel like I'm in a rut with my job, I'm so bored. I can't seem to get out of this rut, nothing ever changes. If you're feeling stuck, try to find ways to get out of the rut. Walk a tightrope. Meaning: to maintain a delicate balance between two conflicting sides or interests. Examples: the president had to walk a tightrope between the two political parties. She's always walking a tightrope between her personal and professional life. It's hard to walk a tightrope between pleasing everyone and staying true to yourself. Weigh pros and cons. Meaning: to consider the advantages and disadvantages of a situation or decision. Examples: I'm trying to decide whether or not to take the job. I'm weighing the pros and cons. Before you decide, make sure you weigh the pros and cons. Weighing the pros and cons will help you make an informed decision. The done thing. Meaning: An action or behavior that is considered socially appropriate or acceptable. Examples. It's the done thing to leave a tip at the restaurant. Sending a thank you note is the done thing after a job interview. It's not the done thing to be late to an important meeting. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Meaning. A phrase used to refer to anyone, without any regard to their individual identity. Examples. It seems like every Tom, Dick, and Harry are applying for the job. I can't believe every Tom, Dick, and Harry knows the secret. It's not fair that every Tom, Dick, and Harry can get into the concert for free. Today's idioms were hit/strike, pay dirt. Do somebody's dirty work. Blow up in your face. Explore all avenues. Once bitten, twice shy. As thick as thieves. Clear the air. What's done is done. Lipstick on a pig. In full swing. Hair of the dog. Stuck in a time warp. Creature comforts. All skin and bone. Be my guest. Dog eat dog. Drop in the ocean. Jump the lights. In a rut. Walk a tightrope. Weigh pros and cons. The done thing. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry.